This time around, I wasn't a complete moron. This time, I actually made sure that OBS was actually recording my microphone audio, and because in the last episode, I was actually speaking to my microphone, but but by the time I finished recording the video, I realized I wasn't letting OBS record from my microphone. So hopefully this time, it actually happens. I double checked this time, and it appears to be recording my microphone audio. And if it isn't and this video is completely silent, blast me down in the comments. Not sure how you do that because you can't hear what I'm saying right now, but let's just ignore that for now. Anyways, in today's episode, I have plans to finish up these templates for these buildings I have, even though this one is not even completed yet. I just want to get these ones finished, but in the last episode, I did show off some block templates I have. This one is one I really want to go for, as this is one I don't use often. And this one I actually use quite a bit. You can actually see the sword template in my storage room right now. And this one I kind of use for the first building. So I think I'm going to start off with a building using this template. So let's gather materials. Okay, now that materials have been gathered, I'm going to figure out what house I want to do first. I feel like I should just get this one out of the way because it's the biggest, but I might do one of these smaller blue ones first, and this one I'm facing closest to right here, I'm going to start. I'm currently struggling to figure out how I want this one to go. I only really figured out a palette, but I'm figuring I'm going to use the smooth stone has an outline. This looks pretty good. Okay, so now that I have like one side of the palette done, this actually looks quite good. I'm going to continue this for the rest of the four sides. Okay, I have one building in, except for the roof, but I mean, this is already looking pretty good. Now it's time for me to get the rest of these done. And I don't know why, but I'm not really looking forward to these. So I guess that's one block palette I can remove from this base. What? That didn't sound correct. That's one block palette I can remove. Can I just state how glad I am that I decided to actually put a area where I can sort all my stuff? I mean, goodness, this is like 10 times better than my previous storage systems. Like, they are just absolute complete messes. Something I mentioned in the previous episode that I narrated a mic in is that, I mean, this series was heavily inspired by Hermitcraft, including my playstyle and also my builds. I mean, come on, my mega base from season 3 was only Mumbo Jumbo's season 7 mega base. And I also built was season 8 mega base and my season 4 mega base. So basically, I'm just a huge Mumbo fan. And now I have building 2 done. It's looking pretty good, and it has more or less like a texture to it that is not random, unlike these other buildings here, which I think is pretty good. Another block that I can move, another palette that I can move, goodness, I cannot speak today. I'm currently struggling with how I should use this palette that I got here for the last building, but I'll figure out something eventually. And we've got building 3 done, but I'm not really proud of it, mainly because it's just like lazily done. But it's going to stick around because I seriously can't think of anything else to do for this one. But it makes a okay contrast to the rest of the buildings, including this one right here. And anyways, as I was saying, this one I'm probably gonna do more progress on in the next episode. So hopefully I can keep that promise, but currently we need to head back to the shopping district. I currently want to use some of the diamond funds that I had here since like season 4 or season 3 to put it towards expanding the land in the shopping district because there's not really much room to add your shops. So I'm going to quickly head down into this room, and we have a lot to work with, which is pretty good. So I'm going to have to go to the entrance of the shopping district to explain this. Currently, you have to pay for extra land if it exceeds a 10 by 10 block area. And of course, you have to pay a diamond block to expand it. And even though I'm the admin of this SMP, I think the rules should still apply to me because I play in this as if I was just a normal player. And I'm planning to use these funds to, well, expand the shopping district area. Because currently this area is not very big. And if you wonder what this platform is here for, this was an experimenting area. This was before I had a separate testing world. I will admit I do go in creative, but it's only to come here to experiment with stuff. I don't actually use creative anywhere else in my builds, except for you using command blocks. But anyways, getting sidetracked. Basically, I'm going to use all the funds that I have invested into the shopping district. I'm going to use to expand the shopping district, like out around here more. Basically, cover over the water. And I need to find what I'm going to do with all these maps that I've created. I just realized how stupid I sounded in the previous clip because I'm the one that takes these diamonds, so why didn't he put diamonds in? Like, that's just a waste. I just need to put all these back in my base. Now, you're probably wondering, why did you not complete the roofs on these two buildings? Well, you see, something I mentioned in the previous episode, of course, again, I didn't have a mic being recorded in that episode. I mentioned that I was going to take inspiration from my neighbor's mega base with the houses, and I'm going to be using this style of roofing on these buildings right here. Mainly this one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for this large one here, but I'll figure out something eventually. Since not many people playing this SMP, I own most of these shops, but I'm planning to give some of these shops out to new members that join, so they'll end up owning all the diamonds that they make from sales here eventually once I can actually get some members recruited. I made a community post on the channel, and if you are interested in joining, go check out that community post for more details. However, I do recommend that you at least have a YouTube channel. You don't necessarily need to make videos on here, but I would like this SMP to have some form of content creators, and also you need to make sure you're brand friendly because I want to be brand friendly because of course YouTube's going to be my main job after I get 100,000 subscribers. I'll have a side job to YouTube before I reach that after I graduate next year. But hopefully I can get some nice people to come on here because it does get pretty lonely. Like, I mean, very, very lonely. It's quite sad. So you might be wondering, why am I here in shopping district if I don't have anything used to expand the land? That's because, well, my storage system currently does not have enough blocks in it to expand it to as much as I want to, and the resource gathering project to get all the blocks I need is way too daunting for me to take on. Because I have done so many, I have already just got tired of gathering some resources over and over. I'm trying to currently cool myself down from doing a large resource gathering, stuff like that, until further notice. So my current plan is to create a little bounty. If you remember Hermitcraft Season 7, Escal created a little bit of a game where he wanted to gather 1 million leaves for his mega base. I'm going to do a similar thing to that, with rewards and everything. So I'm probably going to go into a redstone testing world and test out something. I said a redstone testing world as if like I have multiple, never created one yet. I have one. I had one since I first installed Minecraft and got this laptop. So I'm going to quickly come up with some ideas on how I can entice players up when they come on. Or have an incentive to gather grass from me so I can, expand the shopping district. Also, as you may notice, I have struggles trying to talk and let all my words out properly. I'm currently shy when it comes to, like actually talking on my channel. Like I can have full like professional conversations in real life, but when it comes to talking to random people on the internet or just viewing my content, I end up getting nervous and I just mess up my speeches. So hopefully you guys don't mind that, and I'm planning on getting used to it this summer so I can confidently speak on video without messing up at all, or not very much at least. I've been looking around my store system here since I have a lot more resources of particular items than I thought. I can gather resources up that I don't really use a whole lot or don't really need, and sort them into kits that I can sell in a separate shop in that shopping district. Mainly Pacific because this is the only shop I really focus on. I've been focusing on that over the past few episodes. So I'm guessing I'll have to find something there. And this may be wondering, well, why do I have a budget in here if I don't really need to use the diamonds towards a budget? Well, this is more or less a public area where you can contribute some of your diamonds towards the budget. And I'm currently thinking of adding rewards for people contributing to the budget here as well. That's a lot of stuff that I have to do. And that'll be a future me problem because I'm kind of too lazy right now to do it. I'm currently focusing on many projects like my Mega Base, Pacific, and all that. So hopefully I can actually get around to doing something like that to give, again, incentive to do this stuff. I said I am inspired by Hermitcraft for this series, but specifically Season 7. I feel nostalgia for that season since it's the first season where I first got into Hermitcraft and when I first found out about it. And I mainly watched Mumbo Jumbo, and mid-season he would use the music disc Chirp, and I'm gonna grab that and a jukebox. I currently own this shop, but someone else might own it at some point, so should I put money in? Yeah, I should put money in to pay them back. And by them, I mean the future owner of the shop, because currently I own the shop, so it doesn't really make sense to say them in the context of someone that doesn't even own the shop yet. No, wait, it does. It's just that. See, I'm getting caught up with my speech. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? So, of course, this one is 2 diamonds per jukebox, and I'm pretty sure it's just 1 diamond per, 1 diamond per disc. So, there we go. I don't feel as guilty now just taking stuff from my own shop that someone's going to own in the future. Now, earlier when I talked about how I want to take a break from doing large scale resource gatherings because, well, when I do large digging projects like this one's not even the biggest. Of course, back in season 1, I created my first industrial district where I had to dig out this entire area. And TNT's not enabled here, so I had to do a lot of this by hand with a few friends. It was not fun. Of course, I mainly use this area to test out plugins with command blocks because I do have command blocks enabled, but only for the purpose of manual plugins because plugins are not the best here on Bedrock Edition when it comes to server plugins. This is not even a server; it's just a multiplayer world. So I'm just going to chug down his jukebox. I currently don't have my game audio turned on for the purpose of recording, so I'm just going to chuck this into my one of my spare firework boxes. And that's what I'm going to end for today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!